That was weird. I'm not going to do that again. How's it going, guys? Rhino here, and welcome to responding to a comment video. I'm just responding to a comment. I'm not doing much of anything else. There's a couple of videos that I want to respond to that I'm going to be working on, hopefully over the next couple of weeks. But I don't know. It's kind of a long process for me dealing with college and then my main channel. So this is kind of an afterthought. But videos where I respond to a comment are actually really, really easy to make. They don't take long because I just have to record audio on my computer, record it on my camera, have the comment ready, and then put it all together. It doesn't take long at all. I don't have to break it up into tidbits or anything like that. So this person actually raises a great point that I legitimately want to respond to, but I feel like even though it is a great point, I still feel like it's incorrect. I feel like it's close to kind of getting onto something, but it's still, I don't really know how to describe it. It's a great point, but it's incorrect still. So here's what the comment says. Although women have the choice to not have children in order to further their careers, I don't believe this is a true choice. A woman still has to give something up in order to do something else. With couples divorcing at a 50% rate, who do you think is taking care of the children? Let's face it, even in Western societies, women still have to make choices that greatly affect their futures. So does everyone. I didn't like the fact that you kind of glossed over that, but of course still want to hear your thoughts. The only reason why I glossed over it wasn't because I don't want to talk about it, but it was actually because in that video, that wasn't the point. The point was I wanted to talk about the idea that like my girlfriend believes, all these harmful things, and I wasn't necessarily trying to go into detail about each individual thing. So I apologize for glossing over that. I don't know if I would make a video dedicated to that topic because they're all over the place. If you want to see debunkings of wage gaps and how women have just as many opportunities as men, then the videos are out there. So I'm probably not going to go into that too much, but so let's break this down. Although women have the choice to not have children in order to further their careers, I don't believe this is a true choice. Here's the problem. You lose the argument as soon as you state that, because it is a true choice. A true choice is when you have the choice to do something or not. I have the choice to stay in college or drop out of college and become a minimum wage worker for the rest of my life. I have that choice. I have great societal pressure to stay in college. I have great pressure from my parents to stay in college. I have great pressure from my girlfriend to stay in college, from all my extended family to stay in college, from the company that I'm going to work for after college. They all want me to stay in college. I have tons of pressures on me from all sides, but I still have that ultimate choice. If I want to drop out of college, I can drop out of college because I have the choice to do so. The same thing goes for women. Sorry if you can hear the train in the background. That's the same that goes for women and working. A woman has the ultimate choice to either be a stay-at-home mom altogether, work a little bit, but to still take care of the kids, so probably not work 40 hours a week, or focus 100% on her career and not have kids, or at least have kids and not take care of them, like have a stay-at-home dad or a nanny or something like that take care of them. A woman has the ultimate choice to do all three. And that's pretty much all that needs to be said, because my girlfriend, who is in marketing, could do any of those. She has that choice 100%, just straight off. She has that choice to do it. The only one that's questionable is stay-at-home mom. If she were to marry someone who was, say, earning earning minimum wage, then she would probably have to work, because on one person earning minimum wage, you can't live. That's way under the living wage. You can't take care of kids. Sorry, I got a text. You can't take care of kids or anything. So I'd say in that scenario, she can't. But in most scenarios, she could. And she has that ultimate choice. All women do. Well, in the United States, at least. Well, the ones that can afford college anyway. The ones who don't go to college, you don't have too much of a choice. But the ones who do, you have that choice. A woman still has to give up something in order to do something else. So does everybody. Everyone has to make sacrifices to further their career, further their education, etc. Everyone makes sacrifices. This isn't a gendered issue. Men have to, men are still held back by things like kids and stuff like that because it's stressful. It's draining to have to take care of kids. It's also financially draining as well. With couples divorcing at a 50% rate, who do you think is taking care of the children? Well, in divorce, most cases that I hear of are 50-50 custody, or more custody towards the woman, but usually that's because she works less. So the dad would probably have the kids on the weekends, then he'd pay alimony and child support. That's not terrible. I mean, if you want to talk about actual discrimination, then you can talk about child custody law or child custody cases, how the vast majority of them favor the woman, whether she wants the kids or not. She can say, like, I don't want custody and push them on the father, or she can say she wants custody and get custody of the kids. And a lot of the time, a couple realizes that it's healthier to have like 50-50 custody, or, they want to do like as close to 50-50 as possible. If one of them's working, they'll take the more of the load. But if a woman is focusing on her career and she has kids and she gets a divorce, she can still focus on her career, especially because usually parents don't divorce within the first few years of a child being born. I mean, for the sake of the child. And so they're at a point where you could hire a babysitter every day. And if a woman is focusing on her career, she's probably pretty successful and can afford a babysitter every single day, or drop them off at like a, what do you call them, daycare place. So they have that choice. Let's face it, even in Western societies, women still have to make choices that greatly affect their futures. So does everyone else. Every single person in the Western society, has to make decisions that will greatly affect their future. I'll just keep using myself as an example. I'm in an unbelievably hard accounting class. I have to make a decision if I want to sincerely apply myself, try really hard, and get a really good grade in the class, or slack off and maybe pull out a C. That will greatly affect my future. I have to decide if I want to work for this company, the company that I had an internship for over the summer. I have to decide if I want to focus on working for them, or if I want to try to go more public accounting, or if I want to join another company. That will unbelievably affect my future, because I can't guarantee a job after college. Everyone has to make these decisions, and a woman is not exempt from these decisions. However, the alternative to this, which honestly scares me, is battling. I mean, if you take months on end off of work, you cannot expect to get the same advancement opportunities as everyone else. You have, by default, less experience. And personally, I think it is a bad thing to take that off. I think that reflects on someone's personality, on someone's character. I'll give you an example. My boss, actually, the company I work for gives paternity leave as well, which it's shorter. I think it's like 2 months or something like that of paternity leave, maybe 6 weeks. I don't know. Somewhere in there. It's like 6 weeks to 2 months of paternity leave that they allow for anyone who has kids. And my boss took that. But he was in an important position. So you know what he did? He didn't just take 2 months off. What he did was he took about, I think it was a week off when they had the kid. So was at home 24/7 when they had the kid. And then after that, he came in and he worked mornings. So he worked from like 8 a.m. until like 12, until lunchtime for the rest of the time. Because that would count as basically a half day. And so he could extend it. He didn't actually take the full paternity leave either. But he came in and he took care of it. And his wife doesn't work. His wife is a stay-at-home mom. So he didn't need to do that because there was someone already at home. You can always figure out a way to make things work, whether it's alternating one person's home in the mornings, one person's home at night, one person takes a week on and the other person takes a week off or something like that, or you get a nanny. There are an unlimited amount of ideas and choices for a woman to make. Therefore, the ultimate point is this is not oppression in any way. It's biology. In my personal opinion, I don't see anything wrong with this. That's about it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.